The reason the UCI puts rules in place is for rider safety.
Yep.
And the reason that there's such a focus on rider safety because this is an inherently dangerous sport.
This gets us into my first nickname for Russell, which is Bike Daddy.
I thought you were going to say Jasper Phillipson. I was just like, dude, that's not, he hasn't, what? Okay.
His nickname was Jasper Phillipson?
Yeah, when you said the safety, I was just like, dude, I thought we were about to talk about the worst crash that we've seen in years.
Phil Phails for you. With Jasper Phillipson?
Yes.
No, I don't want to talk about that. He was on my fantasy Tour de France, and he got the first stage, and then he hurt himself on the third stage, and I was devastated.
No, he didn't hurt himself.
Well, he crashed. Anyway, we're getting off topic.
Hurt him. Because
Yeah, well, he crashed. And he was
Riding bikes is dangerous. People crash.
He's our bike daddy because when we're on group rides and folks do dangerous things, because they do. I've done a bunch of group rides in town now. Not a bunch, 2 or 3 or 4. Something like that. And all group rides are different. Group rides benefit from having a bike daddy. Russell is our bike daddy. A bike daddy is someone who has eyes and a mouth, and someone who sees unsafe behavior and gives feedback. What? Nothing?
Go.
We all have
Continue.
that.
What's happening? Well, they use it.
Eyes in a mouth. Okay.
But they use it. Like, I've been on group rides where people just don't say anything, and there's a bunch of wild behavior going on, crossing the 2 yellow lines, going into oncoming traffic, just doing all kind of wild stuff. I am guilty of those stuffs. I've done those things. And then Bike Daddy comes up at the end of the ride or in the middle of a ride or from the back of the group and yells something about what I did.
Cross the double yellow line.
Everybody, single
I
file.
remember when he first joined, and we were just like looking at his wheel before we trued it, and we were like, don't ride there because that wheel is just like, it's like it's gonna blow up.
Yeah, so I came to this shop ride with a surly long haul trucker on the July 4th. A buddy of mine, Brian Moad, out there. Love you. He's not dead. Did that seem like a?
It did.
He's not dead.
It seemed like
He's fine.
I love you in your living state. He's alive now. He didn't.
Yes,
not
he's
dead.
very much.
Brian Moad, good friend of mine. He invited me. Showed up in a surly long haul trucker with all the metal.
The rack.
The racks.
You had a boombox.
I had a boombox.
The speakers.
I played the boombox when I got dropped. I got dropped. I was like, I'm putting the jams on.
It's the TSNR.
No, he had the frame bag, the boom box, the
Front?
the front rack,
a full
the rear
backpack.
back,
Full backpack.
Full of
water.
groceries.
and then he played music.
I was playing rap music, y'all. There were cuss words. I'm sure they were saying the N-word in there.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Flag that first.
I can say the N-word. I didn't say
for
the
sure.
N-word.
Okay.
I just said the N-word. That's the thing I can say.
you have a shaved head. I'm pretty sure you can't.
Hey, look.
Get close to it.
Safety.
I'm not racist.
All right, we are getting off topic.
Safety.
Yeah.
We're
Okay, anyway, like I'm saying, I came to the shop ride with a lot of behaviors that were probably unsafe. I didn't know how to ride in a group, and I don't think it's something that's normal for folks. I don't think you come out of the womb knowing how to ride with people in a group, knowing where to sit in a group of riders, sitting on a wheel, knowing, what happens when you go fast, feathering brakes, knowing there's a lot of things. And Bike Daddy tells me those things when I need to be told them in a voice that it's kind of acceptable to take in the feedback of, because it reminds me of my stepdad, who's really mean. It's familiar.
we're opening a lot.
So when I was a baby,
The wound.
anyway, let's talk about safety. I'm being honest, though. This is true. Russell does, in my opinion, do a good job, as do everybody here. But Russell kind of takes that role in a way that I haven't seen other folks.
So, I mean, the first thing that I want to bring up is that there's riding a bike anywhere that we ride is on open roads with cars and traffic and pedestrians. And that inherently makes it dangerous. And riding by yourself is dangerous because you're one thing and there's a big speed differential and power differential and weight differential between you as a lone rider on a bicycle and a big car made of metal that's got an engine in it. Riding by yourself is scary, especially the further you get out away from people who are used to seeing cycling traffic. One of the reasons that I really enjoy group riding is because I feel a lot safer in a larger group of people because visually it's a lot more and it's easier for drivers to see and it takes up more of the road. And that means that like we can take a full lane and we can protect each other by like sharing our sensory data. Like someone in the back can call out when cars are coming. Somebody in the front can look ahead and see where like cars are pulling out in front of us. They can point out things in the road that like one rider by themselves might not see. And so we're all like sharing our sensory data and letting each other know like what's going on around us. But there's riding in a group is also dangerous. And part of like what I try to do on a group ride is to share all of the little, whether you call them tricks or whether you call them best practices or rider discipline, that makes it even safer to ride in a group. Because like when you have two people riding like close next to each other, there's tons of stuff that could go wrong. If one person moves to avoid a pothole and bumps into somebody else and their wheel is overlapping, that can cause a big crash. And this is, again, like even the professionals who ride all of the time together crash. It's a dangerous sport. People die in this sport like on a yearly basis. And like when you hear other people talking about like concussion protocols, and we still have people dying in this sport. And that's because of cars, and that's because of like freak accidents and the fact that we're all going like up to 60 miles an hour in basically our underwear down the side of that mountain.
I'm not going 60. Have you gone 60? You went 59.8.
No. I hit 60.
You get 59.8 is what it said on Strava.
Strava adjusts the hammerhead, the actual GPS tracking unit said 60 miles an hour.
I don't know. I'm going with Strava on this one. What do you think?
Strava's
Strava's at 50.
Strava versus is
59.8.
Strava real data, or is it?
Okay,
is
but
it,
also like,
We're gonna like 60.
from my power meter on my
National Ranch
cleans, I
Strava.
have seen 1600 watts when I'm actually like when I go to sprint, and then I go back to Strava and it's like, oh, you hit 1100. I'm like,
it does the same thing to me.
dude, like what? Like,
Yeah.
no. And
I think that your top speed of your lifetime is 59.8. Let's discuss. Do you think Trevor gets the 60? He wants it bad. You want it
Not
bad?
on Strava, it didn't exist.
That's right. So what James say?
If it's not on Strava, it never happened.
That's right. What'd Strava say, Trevor? That's the look of betrayal.
It says that.
That's a betrayed man there. All right, let's go around. What do you
Yeah.
think his top speed is, Tom?
I mean, I think I did mention that I usually go with the Strava.
It's okay,
Because I've experienced the same thing where it's like, man, I averaged 18 miles an hour on that, that solo ride to Elgin, and then I log into Strava and it's like, 17.7.
yeah, but you're just kidding.
Shots fired.
Fair enough.
I'm just no.
Speaking of
I
slow,
ride with you. I'm just kidding.
But yeah, Strava does change the data a little bit.
sounds like a 59.8 from Tom,
No, he said Strava changes the data a little bit.
but he says he goes with Strava.
I mean, I can't argue with it, I guess is my point, because that's what's recorded and that's what's in the
I
books.
do have a picture.
Right, but it's in the history books.
The history books say 59.8.
That's why I said go for 62, because then you'll get 60.
I'd say either way is over 100K.
That's
No,
true.
62 is
Yes,
100K.
100K.
Yeah.
Okay, I bet you've gone 100K.
You giving it to him.
Sure, I don't care. Like,
Let's not ask Russell any more questions about this. Tynan.
is my number over the arbitrary number threshold? What a fun game.
Well, he cares about it. That's where their passion lies.
On many occasions, I have been behind Trevor descending, and watching him descend is terrifying.
Yeah, it's
True.
So I'm saying that it's a 60.
Yeah, Trevor.
We don't need to
Tynan's
push
giving it to him.
further.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going.
That's a good.
You're going big fast, Trevor. So big
only
fast.
to like not encourage him to push it more because it's scary.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, you do go fast.
Yeah. I'm.
I mean, you definitely got us all beat, so that's fair
yeah.
to say.
Yeah.
I'm not speaking for James on this because you made
It's
it
not
look
working.
faster.
It's not. He just said he's buying different wheels and gonna hit
I need
62.
ceramic speed bearings.
Anyway,
Or you could do the UCI illegal super tuck.
we'll have to go to Europe for that.
I don't want to do that.
We'll go to Europe, get those bars.
The super tuck is so in actual cycling sport. No, you can't drop your waist below the saddle and sit on the
The
top.
super tuck is on the top too.
Yeah.
Super tuck is
Sitting
like,
on the top.
It is.
Sounds comfortable.
No,
It's
it's not.
very
as
dangerous.
soon as you
They always being facetious.
sacrifice a lot
Yeah.
of comfort.
Yeah,
For the speed.
it is. It is
It's
fast.
illegal for a reason.
Yeah.
So safety's important, y'all. And when we ride in a group, there's a lot of things that can happen that could. I've wrecked this year, since July 4th, I had a wreck. I hit one of those darn turtles that they put the.
Not a live turtle.
I didn't hit a live turtle, y'all. I wouldn't do that. I hit one of those road turtles.
To separate the bike lane from the car lane.
Yeah.
What do they call them? Like
They're like the little half sphere mounds that sit in between bike lanes and car lanes.
I call them turtles.
They're extremely dangerous.
They're extremely dangerous because they come unadhesed. Is that a word?
Did you get that name from Mario Kart?
Probably.
Oh, okay, cool.
They become unmoored. They become
Yeah.
separated from the ground.
Yeah.
And they sit in the middle of the bike lane. And sometimes I'm, looking off at something like a birdie or
Talking.
talking. It's a social, for me, it's a social sport, Trevor.
Yes, I know.
He gives me a little crap about my talking, and so does this one. We'll talk about that later. Since it's ironic that he would give me crap for talking. You know what I'm saying?
Why is it ironic?
Because you are a talker. You like to talk too, but not when you're riding.
I like to talk when I'm riding. I also like to
gives me-
ride while I'm riding.
He gives me crap for it. But back to safety.
I let you talk a lot.
Yeah, he does let me talk a lot.
I do not.
I put up with a lot of talking, even though I
What?
could
Put up? What does put up mean? I sang a song for you.
Yeah, I did not enjoy that song that much. No, but Phil, what I'm saying is like
Thought it was a good song.
you are really good at projecting.
Yes, that's
And,
right.
and that has its benefits, and then also sometimes its drawbacks.
That's
And,
right.
and I appreciate you,
For the benefits.
and I'm glad to have you on the ride,
That's right.
even when you annoy me.
That's right.
Because the benefit of riding with somebody, I think, supersedes any amount of annoyance that can come out of that person. And I'd rather ride with you and be annoyed the whole time than not ride with you.
That's love, y'all.